Hello and welcome back, my friend. Today we are going to create some thank you card in an abstract style. So because I'm doing this for Christmas, for my son teacher, to thank them for taking care of him during this season, I am going to choose the color of Christmas. So this is what I encourage you to do. If you plan to do a thank you card for a season, specific season, choose the color of the season, or if it's for a specific person, maybe choose the color that the person really like. I choose a different tone of red, green and gold. Those are the color that remind me the season, and this is my goal for this thank you card. Now, as you see, I'm using an A4 paper, a watercolor paper for its thickness, and I'm going to cut this up. So instead of focusing just on one thank you card at a time that will take you forever, for my opinion, it's the best is just to have a big sheet of paper of the consistency you like and work on it. And then you can cut it up on the size, based on the size that you like. Because I'm giving this away, I was sort of limited on the art supply to use. So I will end up using acrylic marker, some pencil and Neocolor one, because I love using oil pastel, but I'm giving this away. I didn't want the people to get smudged while handling it, and I didn't want anything that could reactivate with water because I'm not using a fixative. I have two very small kids in a small flat, and for the next few years, fixative is not an option for me. So this was the reasoning behind using this supply. So you may choose a different supply because you are allowed to use a fixative, or you don't mind, but this was my choice. I start with the background and I just follow instinct. I just place color where I felt it needed based on my three color, green, red and gold, with different shade. Now it's time for mark making, and this is what I'm doing with acrylic marker. I start placing some circle around, and then when I was looking at this circle, it just felt right for me to turn them into ribbon. And this is sort of something that you can do as well, because it's very versatile for every sort of season. With a metallic green, I'm going to shape sort of half of a tree to inspire the season. Once again, for me, being inspired by the season was very important, but I didn't want to design the entire tree. I just wanted to give the idea that was there, and this is why I created this half-shaped tree. I'm using my white acrylic marker to create snowflakes, but at this point, any mark making you are inspired by will perfectly fit inside. Mark making, you can go ahead as much and as long as you wanna, and will just add interest to the piece. So don't be afraid of thinking like here I'm just doing some spiral, and it fits so well inside the piece, in my opinion. Don't be afraid to risk, don't be afraid to try, and as I said, we're cutting this up. So if there is a part you don't really enjoy, you don't have to use it. Now I did 10 of them and it came out 12 for this piece. Here I'm using acrylic in white by this Dellerani that does like a pipette in the end, and they allow me to create this white line all around. At this point, I was really interested to cut this piece up and to see how they will actually look grabbing them separately, because now I had a big piece that I was quite content with, but I was really curious once I separate them how they would look. I had a different tone of gold, and now with this green acrylic I'm creating dots. They run for different direction, some vertically, some horizontally, placed in a different way, so that many of my thank you card will actually hold them. It's time to add Neocolor 1, and I'm creating some line that run in different direction because I wanted a different tone of gold. The green was a bit too forward, so where was some of the darker green, I will add the gold to tone it down a little bit and make it more festive. I try to also add some color pencil. These are the metallic pencil from Derwent. I don't think it added them much. It wasn't visible enough on top of all that was going on in there. There were some pencil that was a little bit more visible, but in the end is a mark and it will add interest to your piece. I swap for a luminous pencil russet color. That was a little bit stronger and it could contrast this green, and it is visible. Going back to the Neocolor 1 to add more coverage of the strong green that I felt still it was a bit too sharp. And I'm placing some white line. Consider that it will get cut up, so you won't see all of this line at once. And I'll show you the final piece before to cut it into 12. So these pages are perforated, so I get to just remove the paper from my sketchbook, and I already took the liberty to separate in 12 and write where it needed to be written on it. It's a gift from my son, so I wrote his name there to their teacher. And you see some necklace on the side. I created some necklace, so there is a handmade gift for them. Nothing too precious, but pretty stone, pretty color, so I hope they will appreciate. And yeah, I put a picture of the necklace here. It was a lot of fun to get to create in a different way, and I used a lot of my jewelry supply. There was a time that I was going crazy with it, and I still have quite a lot to supply, so I'm glad to use them. So all I'm doing now is, well, I show you what I create, but I grab my hole puncher and I will place a hole in one corner, and then as I wrap around my gift I will place this one of the card on the top, and I'll show you here what I did. I placed two chocolate in each box, and then I put one necklace or a set of necklace, depends on what I manage to do. I did create these envelope and bags by book pages, so they also handmade, and I place them in a bag, and that's it. Put the cover, put the ribbon on, and place my thank you card. Let me know, guys, if you're going to create some handmade gift. This year they can be just a thank you card or a postcard or a proper painting or gift for somebody. Thank you so much for watching. I let you watch the last little bit of the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like.